Hey guys, Don Bam here. I'm loving the new consistent uploading schedule, but I probably shouldn't keep talking about that on camera because it's kind of irrelevant. You guys, if you've been paying attention to my last few videos, you know when I'm uploading, when I'm not. So, alright, today's topic is going to be responsibility. Now, I'm not going to talk about this in the way you might think. I'm just going to go for a few, for instances in my part. As a cashier, and I have been a cashier for a few years now, I noticed that people just don't spend their money very responsibly. Really the key example, the only thing I can really give, honestly, the past couple years that I've been working as a cashier, I noticed that women especially, but both men and women, but mostly women, you'll understand why women in a second, wait right until it starts raining, like the most obvious day for rain. Clouds in the sky, drizzles everywhere. Basically, it's like one of those days you wake up and it's raining off and on, and then halfway through the day it just consistently pisses rain. They wait up until that point to walk into our store, and they buy those fucked up looking rain boots that they think are so cute. And I guess to a point, some are, but I think they look fucked up to me. I don't know. Girls in boots are just not my thing. I don't know. Except like those really cool gothic-looking black. Never mind. We're not gonna talk about that. No, off topic. Off topic. So and just shit like that. Okay, the rain boots, umbrellas. People wait, and they probably have one. But they, for whatever reason, think, oh shit, I need to get to my car, and apparently I'm a big fat fucking pussy, so rain bothers me. Oh, I need to buy an umbrella really quick. Here, cashier boy, ring it up. Yeah, so it amazes me sometimes, really, how people, well, not, the topic's responsibility, just sometimes I think people are brainless. Like, really? Really? You're that smart? You probably own 3 umbrellas because you buy one every time it fucking rains. Just because you leave yours in your car, or apparently because it's cloudy, you think, I'm not gonna need that. So you probably buy an umbrella every time you're out and you don't have one, and you take that home. You probably throw it in your collection of umbrellas, and the next time it rains, you're gonna just rinse and repeat the whole process. Herp derp. All right. Really, the only thing I can say about responsibility that bugs the shit out of me is, I tried to tell you guys this once or twice in failed recordings. Back in June, I made that video CW, and let me pause what I'm saying right now really quick. Not to contradict myself, and not to be a lying asshole, but since then, I've actually kind of come to understand Mr. CW just a little bit more, and he's different. He's awkward. You gotta know how to handle Mr. CW. And I have come to realize that he's not a bad person. He's just a dumbass when it comes to his work. But me and him are okay. He's never seen the video. And thank God, or else, well, he'd probably want to kick my ass. And we all know how that would go. He'd be dead. Anyway, so I mentioned during that recording, the whole reason I made that recording is I had a bad night. Well, what happened that night is I got pulled over by a state trooper for speeding. Okay, so at that point in my life, I'd been driving like a year and a half, and let me take this from the top, really, okay? Ever since I was at a young age, I always wanted to drive. And, it's always been a big thing to me. I waited basically forever. Vehicles always, cars always inspire me. You guys know I'm kind of a car guy. I like working on my truck. I like really anything to do with cars. Well, certain cars anyway. I don't like every single car I see, but I'm a car fanatic. So, yeah, it's always been a thing to me, okay? And when I got in high school, I loathed people that got to fucking drive. Because my ass was on the bus for a while. So yeah, right after my sophomore year, I was 16, my birthday was like 3 months away. I had just gotten my permit and motherfucking backlight. I just got my permit, and I was so fucking excited for that. You know, I don't know if everybody does this, but here in Tennessee, or basically everywhere, I don't know. Unless you're 18, I think you have to wait 6 months after getting your permit to get your license. If you're 16, I don't even think you have to get your permit. You can just go ahead and get your license. But it's, in my opinion, harder to do that because I think you don't take a written test or anything. You just get in the car and go. And supposedly, because you never had a permit, you weren't supposed to have any driving practice at that point in time in your life. So, in any case, I finally got my license. It was like in December of Yeah, it was December 2010 I got my license. That was a happy day for me, really. The only problem was I had no job, I had no car. However, my parents were blissful enough they let me get my license, so they did everything, the insurance on my mother's car, which is basically the one I wanted to drive on. And I drove that from time to time. And when I finally got a job, because me and her both work at the same place, basically she could sometimes drive my dad's truck, and I got to drive the car. All I had to do is Dad would pick me up from school, go home, he stay at home, I get ready for work, and I take the car, and he stays home all day. Yeah. It worked out pretty good. Then something terrible happened in that car. I had to get rid of it. And then Mom got a newer car, and I couldn't get on the insurance for that because it would have been way too fucking expensive. So as far as the insurance company was concerned, we still had the other car. But we didn't really have it. So I had to wait like a couple months after that is when I finally got my car. So basically, the moral of that story is I waited a long time to have my own car and drive. Honestly, I couldn't tell you guys how many summers I spent. Okay, basically the entire existence of my high school years. My entire existence during my high school years. That's all I wanted to do. I'm mostly through is my, well, awkwardly enough, my freshman year, which I was only 15 my freshman year, so it's like, can't really drive. Well, man, you get a permit then, but I didn't. I don't know. I'm thinking I'm better for that because I don't think I was mature enough when I was 15 to get my permit. So, not a big deal to me. But basically, I wanted to drive right away because I was tired of staying at home. Every summer of my life, I was always stuck right at home, not doing a damn thing, and it pissed me off. I only went places when my parents went, and it was kind of lame. I was always embarrassed to be seen out in public with my parents. Even though my parents are pretty cool people, it's I don't know, it felt lame as hell not being able to drive on my own. So yeah, and I never drove. I always had to ride the fucking bus, all the way up until my senior years when I finally, all year my senior year I drove to school. So yeah, that really says something right there. But anyway, so as you can tell, it means a lot to me to drive. And then getting pulled over like that, I had been a speeder. I had always, done stupid shit like that before speeding and everything. But it never occurred to me that I was doing something stupid. I mean, I realize now it may not exactly been stupid, but it wasn't very responsible of me. So that, state trooper and everything too. So I got pulled over for that, and it really concerned me because I was afraid my parents would drop me from the insurance. I'd fucking, no telling how many. How much money it was going to cost me at the time. It completely, oh my god. Needless to say, I was fucking devastated for a couple days there. And the day after, I finally broke the news to my mom, and she didn't much care. She just said I have to handle it on my own, it's not so bad. And eventually I told my dad, but he basically kind of knew I was speeding, so he knew it was going to happen sooner or later, so he was cool about it too. They just told me not, don't do it again. We're seriously dropping your ass. So really, I had no choice but to be responsible. But since then, even whenever I was speeding, I think I did it in moderation. I got caught doing 70 and a 50, so that might have been a little too much. But what I consider moderation is you're doing 10 over the speed limit. 5, I think you can get away with. One of my friends tells me that all the time. I told my dad about that, and he's like, you might want to check with an actual officer to see if that's true. I never think about it when I'm near an officer. I'm usually thinking, please don't fucking arrest me, because you all know I'm one suspicious looking motherfucker. Anyway, so yeah, I work so hard for this, and a few times, every time I'm going down the road and I'm actually doing the speed limit, or if I do speed, like I said, I'm doing about maybe 5 over, and that's it. That's all I'll do is 5 over. People will fucking ride my ass, and then they'll just shoot around me. I had somebody flip me off the other day. It's like, so basically, by being responsible, you're telling I'm a pussy? I don't get it. I just know it's working for me, It's some really good advice my mom gave me, even when I told her I was speeding. She said that there's no excuse to be driving fast. Yeah, well, I mean, I could probably think of a few, but her opinion, around here, there's no reason to be driving fast. There's a speed limit for a purpose. You do that speed limit because wherever you're going, whatever you're going to do, it'll be there when you get there. You don't have to drive fast. Even whenever I'm late for work or something, if I know for a fact I might have slept it a little in, or I'm just being slow with the morning routine, and I think I'm in jeopardy going to work late, even then, I still do the speed limit. And even before I got my speeding ticket, I was still responsible to do that, because that was mostly the times I was late. So, yeah, of course, you guys know how I feel about work. I'm not exactly anxious to show up on time either, but I don't want everybody to, because I don't want everybody to think I'm the tardy guy, because, for obvious reasons. Well, maybe not obvious, but that's another video. That's another conversation. So I just want to know what you guys think about responsibility. Another thing that goes into this is maturity, I guess. You're probably wondering, and no one's actually personally asked me this on the channel. I mean, I guess you guys just never really thought about it, but you're probably wondering why I'm so profane, why I say so many cuss words. Honestly, I don't know. I just kind of developed that. And you might be surprised to find out I actually developed using profanity at a young age. I think I was like 9. I went to a pretty bad elementary school and some pretty fucked up after school programs. The Blount County Boys and Girls Club. Enough said. Enough fucking said. Yeah, so that probably wasn't the best part of my childhood, I'll tell you that much. But I didn't actually start using profanity excessively probably until about middle school or something like that. I don't know. Middle school's around there. I don't know. And eventually I could just say what the fuck I wanted to, because I don't even, for the life of me, I can't figure out what age I was. I just know that I could start cussing whenever, because my dad would sometimes have a little too much to drink or whatever, and he'd say some shit, I'd say some shit, and he'd laugh it all up, and then we wouldn't give a fuck at all. And then my mom never really drank that much, but she she just kind of grew accepting of it. I mean, she doesn't like to hear me say certain words, but she's not gonna jump my ass over it. So, I mean, hell, I can call her a bitch to her face, and she doesn't care really. She'd probably prefer me not to, but sometimes I let it slip out. Sometimes she just pisses me off. But we're not talking about my relationship with my mother, because that's like a whole 5 video thing right there. Damn. How long can I upload for? Oh shit, I'm actually kind of closing in on my time. Anyway, so yeah. This might have varied. I mean, the initial thing was responsibility, but you guys kind of understand what I'm saying. So, with that, this is me closing off the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe. I really appreciate my subscribers I have. Thank you all so much. Leave me some comments down below. I really appreciate anything you guys have to say, except negative comments, because anybody that does that's an asshole. Like the video, and you can check out my last video. If it's not in the featured videos over to my right, it should be down below. If you just go ahead and click on my name, you'll be directed right to my channel, and you can see all of my precious videos. Okay, that's it, guys. I probably need to go do some studying, because I got a shit ton of homework. Later.